Welcome for the third time cutting my fucking head off. Also, if it sounds like someone's peeing in the background, it's because I'm growing seagrass over in the corner and the pumps splashing the water. It makes a lot of noise. To the first edition of C's Corner Bacon Edition. Today I'm going to make my famous Paleo chocolate muffins. Before you do this, don't forget to turn on the oven. 350, probably heard or seen Em or myself referencing them or eating them in our Morning Mumble videos.
No.
So since she gives me so much crap for not filming this, I'm filming it today. So it's a pretty simple recipe. Just need a handful of ingredients. Baking soda, and that's a teaspoon. 2/3 a cup of cocoa powder. 1.5 cups of almond butter. The sweetener is 2/3 a cup of maple syrup or honey. Today I'm doing just maple syrup. I usually don't actually use 2/3 a cup. It's a little bit sweet for me, so I usually do about half of that. You're gonna need 5 eggs, a tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Make sure you get the pure stuff and not the artificial yuck. And a teaspoon of salt. So I like to combine my dry ingredients in one bowl first, and then the wet ingredients in a separate bowl, and then I'll mix them together. So once I get them all measured out, I'll show you what it all looks like. Okay, so I'm going to measure out my cocoa powder here. Again, it's 2/3 a cup. The directions say to sift it, but I don't have a sifter, and I ain't got time for that, so whisk works pretty well. Okay. So there's our cocoa powder. Teaspoon of baking soda. And this is a 1/2 teaspoon, so I gotta do it twice. Salt, 1 teaspoon. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and whisk this up a bit. Nice and stirred up. Set that over here. So, 5 eggs. I don't know if it's supposed to be large or small. I get local eggs that are mixed in that size, so I have no idea. So far it hasn't caused a problem. Nope. I think I did okay, no show. Whisk up my eggs here a bit. Next thing I'm gonna add is my almond butter. Other nut butters are fine. On this I always do a full 1.5 cups. Looks like I have just enough. Uh-oh. Make sure your spatula doesn't fall apart inside of the jar. That is not helpful. I don't think the muffins will be good if there's a rubber spatula inside of them. And just enough to stick the spoon in there and eat it for later. Alright. Okay, so here is the almond butter. All 1.5 cups of it. Add it in here with my eggs. But I'm going to mix the almond butter together with the eggs to get it as smooth as possible. So again, it's 2/3 a cup, but I don't usually use that much. Third, and then I usually do about half of the 1/3 a cup. That's 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Again, I'm going to mix this up very thoroughly. Mix all my wet ingredients up. I like to do several rounds of mixing before adding the cocoa powder. It makes for a smoother blend. Okay, so once you have your wet liquids all nice and mixed up, shiny, looks delicious. Okay, so I'm going to add my dry ingredients. I like to do it in 3 steps. It takes a bit to emulsify. So I just realized that the camera cut off on me, so I don't know where or when it started and stopped. The cupcakes are in the oven, so I'm not 1/4 cup of batter in each cup, and that amount will usually make 12 to 15 cupcakes. I really like to lick the bowl. Save this for later. Yeah, so we'll come back when they're all nice and delicious. 350 for 20 minutes. We're in the 1 minute countdown. 1 minute left. T-minus 1 minute. Em wants a hot muffin. She's gonna have to wait. Can't handle this suspense. I'm like, they're counting down, they're counting down.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1, beep. Oh yeah, muffin time, yeah. Oh, look at those. A dozen delicious chocolate paleo muffins. There you go. Thanks for tuning in to the first of many editions of C's Corner Baking Edition. This is the part of the video where I dance around like a moron and hold these hot muffins and tell you to make sure that you follow us on all the social medias, the Instagram and the Facebook and what's the other one, Twitter, at Rad Road Trippers. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and like all of our videos like this one, and I'll be down here maybe if I can sweet talk him into putting the links in the video. Maybe I'll bribe her with these. Tune in and don't forget to live rad.
I know I say this every time, but this is the best batch yet.